This is the S&P 500 one-day reading for November 17th, 2023. It's currently October 4th, 2023, 8:16 p.m. Eastern Time. The S&P 500 is currently 4,263.75. And the shuffle video we're about to play was created on September 25th, 2023 at 2:47 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video right here. So the overall theme of behavior for the day, again, an art card. And I think in this case, rarely do you see the art card just to move to the upside. But I think in this case, this is probably overall a pretty bullish day. And then I think we probably have the retracement over the weekend or on Monday. We either have a gap down over the weekend or we have a decline on Monday or both. But this looks to be mostly bullish with the trade opportunity to close out of a short position towards the beginning of the day. I'll get into in more detail momentarily. Behavior around the high side, we have a prominent move higher, staying above a resistance level briefly and then breaking back down through it shortly thereafter with a full retracement. Or not necessarily with the full retracement, but we stay above it briefly and break back down through it. Behavior around the lowest low, we have bumping up against resistance, and it'll be resistance that we failed to break through many times before, and we'll bump up against it near the low. I'm advised to trade around a peak that we sell off from pretty notably. And before we go any further, guys, I just want to make sure people are aware of the rule of karma. It's the whole purpose of the channel. We're looking to transmute some of the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. And effectively what we're doing is we're making money, but we're effectively creating a good, like it's a goodwill. It's a good deed, because what we're doing is we're taking the act of creating wealth for ourselves, and we're making it about something more than just ourselves. And by making it about something more than just ourselves, about something for other people, we effectively have turned it into a good deed, my friends. The universe will bless you for that. So make sure to follow that rule of karma, 5% forward, 5% backwards. Make sure to spend that money out of love. The universe will send it back to you tenfold for being an angel investor of the channel. If you want this information sooner, go to our services, SO Meta Posts, and click here to subscribe. Early access on our website, tarotfortraders.com. It's a great intro way to support the channel. All right, so we have this period of volatility in the pre-market. Looks like somebody's speaking in the pre-market, and it's not something that can really, it's hard to determine if it can be trusted upon. It's kind of, just the angle of this room makes it difficult to determine if it's something that can be relied upon or trusted upon, or if it's deceitful. But either way, there's a speaker there. It's probably an air sign woman, and there's volatility and a sharp drop that stands out in that period of volatility there in the pre-market. We have sideways fluidity right around the open, so back and forth behavior moving sideways, followed by a notable move to the downside in that first half hour through multiple support levels, taking us into a low cross-trading congruency there for late November. And then at a low there between roughly 10 and 11, we have a prominent move higher, and then a full retracement of that move. So it'll be a notable reversal, a full retracement of that move, followed by a key resistance highlighted between 11 and 12. Volume and volatility will kind of flatten out there. There's a trade opportunity there as well. It's a little unclear just yet how to play that. And then we have a period of sideways rotation midday with a sharp drop that'll stand out in that period of sideways rotation, and we'll likely revisit a support level there that we recently met. Probably the support that we met earlier in the day. Might be another low there. And that's followed by bumping along resistance sideways, maybe breaking through resistance, bumping along resistance sideways between 1 and 2 o'clock. That turns into 3 crisscrosses back and forth through the same price level between roughly 2 and 3, where we confirm a bullish trend. And then right at the end of the day, there's a big move to the upside. A lot of price change covered right around the close, and we create a high for the day there at the close. This is likely a new high after making the lowest low that we made earlier in the week. This is probably like the newest high on a multi-day scale here. And the retracement is going to, it looks like the retracement is going to take place either over the weekend or throughout the day on the 20th. And we'll get into that in more detail in the reading for the 20th. But I would likely open up a long position I'd open up 50% of a long position in the midst of a decline here in the first hour and a half to a low. And then if we revisited that support level or that same low midday, I would open up the other remainder of that position. I'd close the long position for a day trade in the midst of this big move to the upside in the last hour and a half to a high. If I can't close it for a long position, if I can't close it for a day trade, I would probably avoid the opening the long position, because the following day is looking pretty bearish. Matter of fact, we may have the same price level, this resistance that was highlighted before noontime. We may see it again first thing in the morning. And that's the S&P 500 for November 17th, 2023. My friends, make sure to follow that. Follow the channel. It really helps out the channel if you haven't done so. If you have done that already, please share this channel with somebody that you think it would benefit. Much appreciation to all you guys. And make sure to follow that rule of karma, transmute that competitive stock market energy into goodwill. Imagine if all of the energy, the competitive energy of the stock market was transmuted into goodwill. How much that would do for the world. So we can make at least a little bit of that happen together, my friends. I'll see you guys on the next one.